Hello there. How are we? Lee, and how we doing, mate? Ghost Rider, what's happening? I thought I'd come on. Chrissy, I thought I'd come on. Fight week. Usyk, Chisora. Massive. Stefan, hello from Sweden. What's happening? Derek. Alex Smith. I am Bambo. Tommy Mallet. Glad you saw me, mate. Naughty outfit you had on for the weather, to be fair. Harry, what's happening from Manchester? Tell me why I need to buy the pay-per-view this week, mate. I don't even need to tell you. 7 hours of entertainment with one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world taking on the famous Derek Chisora, right? Forget the main event for a minute. Selby Cambosa's unbelievable. Savannah Marshall against Hannah Rankin, England v Scotland for the world middleweight title. Belfast Tommy McCarthy going for the European title. Dave Allen against a knockout artist, Chris Lovejoy from America. We've got Amy Timlin for the Commonwealth title. You've got Cash Farouk. 7 hours of entertainment. What else are you doing this Saturday? You ain't going out to the pub. You ain't going to a nightclub. It's $19.99. This is pure value to watch potentially one of the greatest fighters of our generation. And if Del Boy can do it, it will be the greatest win by a British heavyweight potentially ever. Anyway, back to the coffee. Who am I backing? Look, I think Del Boy is a massive underdog in the fight. But you know what? Behind closed doors, it throws up some weird stuff. You got Usyk, you know, his best buddy, Lomachenko, just got beat. Is the mojo a little bit low in the camp? But Del Boy's, he's got to get inside, he's got to get on his chest, and he's got to make it horrible for him. Bethnal Greenfish, shout out. Got the DM, I'll check it out. I've got to get involved in a bit of Bethnal Greenfish. Billy Croughton, what's happening? What happened to Brooke? Listen, the Brooke stuff, been and done. At the end of the day, I'm loyal through and through. Verdict on Saunders-Murray. Do you know what? I think Saunders-Murray's a good fight. I think a lot of people just presume Billy Joe's going to win that with ease. But when you go in Cambridge, I am speaking at the Cambridge Union tonight. Don't you know? Did Brooke respond? There's nothing to respond. Listen, he's had his say. I don't want to fall out with the guy. I love Kell Brook. Love his family. But at the end of the day, you know, you make your bed. Looking nice and tanned. I've been away. This is not a little Essex sunbed. No, it wasn't a turbo tan, James. I've been away for the last week in the sun. You look like you're sat on the toilet. I'm not. I promise I'm not sat on the toilet. A54. No. I'm not having this. What's going on with Callum Smith? Trying to get a date right now. Saunders needs to behave outside of the ring. I'm on that, and I think he will. Warrington news coming very soon. He's going to be fighting Kanzu, hopefully for the Ring Magazine belt and unification. Can Chisora go the 12 rounds with the intensity he needs to beat Usyk? One thing's for sure, Del Boy has the engine to go in for 12 rounds against anybody. But he is going to get hit at angles he didn't know existed. But I'll tell you what, Del Boy has worked his absolute nuts off for this fight. What's Joe G saying? Got the apology. Yeah, I'm done with that one, mate. I'm done with that one. Give a Hempstead Amateur Boxing Club. Shout out to you. Akib Fiaz, what's happening? John Slyn 2000 says, you are a clown. John, let's be honest. You and me, who's the bigger clown? Left to the body, right hand over the top. Good night, Usyk. Mark Robinson, are you available for corner work this weekend? John Hedges, what's happening, mate? Parker Farr, great fight. Shazim, how you doing? Who does Fury fight in December? Do you know what? Like, I think that it's between Caballero and Takam. I don't even think he'll fight Takam. I just think he wants an easy touch. Listen, fair play to him. Waddy, what's happening? You look like Woody today. Yeah, I'll take that. It's nice. Who cuts your hair? A lady cuts my hair called Danielle. She's good because she understands the need for crafty combing. Just there. Hair transplant will be dropping later this year. What's Katie Taylor's next move? She's fighting on November the 14th. Massive triple header. 3 women's world championship fights. Great new book. Thank you. You know, I wasn't going to mention the book, to be honest with you. This little bad boy here, right? This drops on Thursday. Available for pre-sale now. A lot of people have asked, is that actually me? Yes, it is. I hope you enjoy this book. I'm quite proud of it, actually. You can get it on pre-sale now. And listen, tomorrow I have a special one-on-one with Ray Winston talking about the book and a lot of other things. You can swipe up on my story, actually. You'll find it there. You look like Ted Bundy. Thanks, mate. Jordan Gill, what's happening? Eddie, have Sky run out of money as said by Tesco Joe Galley himself? No, Sky have not cut any money. Let me just make one thing clear. It's so frustrating when people talk about fighters taking less, and they're not particularly, like, you know, people said, oh, do you think Usyk and, you know, White and AJ are taking less money? There's less money in the pot. When you talk about a fighter's purse, it's decided by the revenue of the show. Right now, there is no crowd. Do you understand? Eddie, have a word with Coogan about his debt KO advert. Listen, he's got to do what he's got to do. What's your thoughts on Sky Box Office Premier League? I just think that at the moment, with no crowds, it's killing sport. So people have to try and get creative to come up with ideas to keep things moving. I always think with pay-per-view, you know, as much stick as you get, it's up to you. I know you want to watch it for free. But when you lose a £2 million gate at the O2, and by the way, Usyk Chisora was pay-per-view with a gate. Now we've got no gate. In fact, is there still time to put the pay-per-view price up for Saturday? Do we think that would go down well? Let me know in the comments. That was a joke, by the way. James Dean, you can't win. Are you scared of Warren changing your dates for him? No, I'm trying to do the right thing. What's the news on Demetrius Andrade? Will he fight Williams? Happy to fight Williams. Christian Courtney, Shamon. Richard says 10th round KO for Del Boy. What's the drink? This is like, I believe it's like an Americano. The Romford Ball. Yes, Big John. Big John, me and you got to go for a Chinese one day, mate. You're a legend. Will there be another YouTube fight? Who knows? Not on the horizon. What round do you think AJ will take Pulev out? I think it's a great fight. I think it's a very risky fight. I think AJ will knock him out between rounds 6 and 8. Chisora looking strong and powerful. Mate, so revved up for this fight. Are you still cool with Kell Brook? From my end, 100%. The Romford Ball, Tevin Farmer rematch. Yes, I've got to speak to Tevin Farmer today on that, actually. What do I think of No Context Hearn? Let me tell you just a quick story about No Context Hearn. So, this guy approached me from... his name's Andy, he works for the NHS. Can I do this No Context site on Twitter? I was like, yeah, mate, whatever. Anyway, went from like 1,000 followers, 10,000, 100,000, 300,000, whatever it is. Then someone created No Context Hearn on Instagram. but it wasn't Andy. And these guys have had massive beef, so much so that someone has actually, I think they've had the beef where an account's been removed. So I'm now appealing to all no context Hearn creators. Let's just live in harmony with each other, because we all need to spread the banter. So guys, work together. Let's keep these pages going. What on? Irrelevant, boring, old, yesterday's news, out of the way, excuse me, we're coming through. Bert Lyons, what's happening, mate? Boxing bully. Who's the A-side in the Joshua Fury fight? Come on, Barack. What's going on, mate? What do I think of Spencer Oliver's new hairline? Very impressive. Very impressive. What's next for Callier fight? You know what? I was thinking about him this morning, actually. The Manly says, Derek! When am I entering the bubble? Tomorrow morning. By the way, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. This company got in touch with me called Wild Fangs, right? And it's like a company where you can go and interact with animals and like kids' parties and stuff like that. Shout out to Wild Fangs. And the guy wrote to me and he said, I watched some of your interviews where you've got to think outside the box at the moment. Things are very difficult. So seeing as Usyk Chisora is on Halloween, how do you feel about doing some kind of Fright Night content with horrible, creepy animals in the bubble? So we are creating something this week. I've seen the list of insects and creatures. It's going to be really funny. What did I think of the True Geordie podcast? I really enjoyed it. Do you agree COVID is fake? No, because I've had it and so's my old man, and it definitely ain't fake. Can I give a shout out to Pat Keys? It's her birthday. Pat Keys, happy birthday. Do I think Takam will be a test for Fury? Well, you know, when AJ boxed Takam, apparently it was a mismatch. So we'll see what you think. Chisora did nail Takam, knock him spark out. Shout out Jazza Dickens. Why did Warrington duck Shakur? Not in a million years. We made offers to Shakur Stevenson. He didn't think the money was right. No problem. Still 7 figures. Jeez. Kezar, no I didn't. The hair isn't looking too bad today. Yeah, I've got a bit of a tan and I've just got the crafty combing right. I've just got to keep that bit in there. But at the end of this year, we have a little bit of work in here. On here's not looking too good, mate, to be honest with you. Scott Fitz v Fowler, yes. Look, we're trying to get Fitzy back in the ring. Shout out to Paul Henderson. KD, I've got your signed copy here, my man. Where do I think Wilder will go from here? Look, I think I like Wilder in the division. But I just don't know what he's doing. Get on all right at Cambridge last night. Cambridge is tonight. Cambridge Union. It's an honour to be speaking there this evening. Egg and cheese. Tried to make that fight. Didn't work out. We'll see if we can do it next year. Why does it seem Bob Arum tried to stitch you? I just think it's Bob. Ray Winston online. The legend, Ray Winston. Me and him tomorrow. If you go to my stories and swipe up, you can join me and Ray Winston for a chat tomorrow. Legend. All these shout outs. Shout out to Mike Oxmall. Shout out to Eddie Martin. I reckon there's a few wind ups in here. Shout out Luke Wilkinson. just to let you know, I've been listening to a song lately. I don't know if any of you like Tracy Chapman, obviously, fast car singer, but she's amazing. And have a listen to the song Space Between by Tracy Chapman. Love it. Is Pulev injured? No. Usyk 8th to 11th round TKO. Ben James, stop this chat, mate. You lot are winding me up with the shout-outs. I know I'm going to get stitched up with one of these, so I'm not doing anymore. Lawrence Okoli will be on the AJ undercard. He's going to be fighting for the world title. When do you think crowds are allowed back in? We are pushing every single event. Realistically, I think AJ's got a good chance. What do I think of Khabib retirement? I think Khabib is a legend. I mean, I don't watch a lot of UFC, and I didn't watch his fight, but what a classy guy.